Paglevsi, Ovanga Atiga Keeley. I just said in Inupiaq Eskimo, greetings, my name is Keeley. I grew up in rural Alaska where you pretty much learn to fly in small planes from the day you're born. I'm also part of This Generation Ministries, which is an organization that works with at-risk young people in the villages of Alaska, where we have some of the highest rates of suicide in the world. We work to bring healing to the issues that lead to suicide, such as feelings of worthlessness, hopelessness, depression, and shame. We work to provide kids with an opportunity to connect with mentors, receive leadership training, and basically just steer this generation off paths of destruction. With our outreach, we depend heavily on planes and pilots. I've always wanted to learn to fly myself, but I never thought it was something within my reach. Until this last year. We were coordinating a trip to a village, but we couldn't find a pilot for that particular weekend. What would it take for us to have a pilot on our team, I wondered. I soon discovered receiving your private pilot license was more within reach than I ever imagined. Our youth ministry work is primarily volunteer, so funding a new endeavor like flight training while remaining debt-free would take some serious creativity. I applied for every scholarship I could find and saved every penny. I decided to train out of state where I could fly more often and where weather would be less of a hindrance. I trained in Phoenix, Arizona for 6 weeks, flying as much as I could. Being away from all that was familiar to learn to fly proved to be a memorable experience. Many times I felt so discouraged and I felt like I would never solo. But I kept myself motivated, imagining the day when I would be able to fly our team and supplies for youth outreach in Alaska. I continued my training at ProFlight because by the time it was time for me to go home to prep for our winter outreach, I still needed to fulfill all my cross-country requirements. I received my private pilot license a day before we left for Camp Nashi, our suicide prevention summer camp. Currently, I'm flying small teams of our staff in the interior to gain experience. I'm also setting aside funds for instrument training, which is a level of skill vital to rural aviation and our year-long outreach. I would like to pursue other ratings that would benefit the type of flying I will be involved in as well, such as tailwheel, float plane, and even an instructor certificate so I can train young people through our internship program. Your scholarship award will not only benefit me as an aviation student, but will go towards bringing hope and healing in Alaska. Thank you for your consideration. Kuyanakbak.